Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all honor, praise, and thanks unto
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening.
Shalom.
October the 7th. That's right. You know, and we're going into prophecy. You know, we only gonna go into prophecy and what's happening right now. What's happening right now? We're on the edge of war. You know, we're right on the edge of war. World War III is right around the corner. You know, they about to shut this place back down.
Right.
You know,
this is Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's right. And blessed are thee, because you read and you understanding what time it is.
Right.
You know, and what's going on right now. What's the time right now? You know, great judgment is about to be put upon this place by the Heavenly Father.
Right.
You know?
No, that was it on that, but I'm going to bring out this Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there's a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven.
That's right. For everything there is a season. And there's a time for everything under the heaven. You know? We're under the heaven right now.
Right.
There's a time for everything.
That's
war,
right.
death, peace.
That's right.
Dropping down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
Right.
A time of war and a time of peace.
Right. You know, it's a time for everything.
Right.
So what time is it right now? You know, your spiritual alarm clock should be going off.
That was it. You know what I'm saying? It's time for judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what the Most High said, blessed is he that readeth, because we actually understand. You know what I'm saying? We get the discernment of the times.
Right.
We see that it's the end. So blesses us that we read, because what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times, right?
Right.
So we get the understanding because we actually read.
Right.
That's why I said study and show thyself approved. You know what I'm saying? So you get the understanding. You can't just be slack. You can't be at home lounge back thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna keep watching videos. You feel me? You gotta do the work as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got it. And that spirit gonna be put upon you, because what is that understanding and wisdom? That's the Most High placing the spirit upon you to understand. Placing the spirit up to understand that this is the truth. You know, that these events are happening and it's current. Putting the spirit on you to believe, to have faith. You know, that's all from the Most High.
The book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right. See, that's a prophet's job. So the man of the Lord, that's their job. That's their duty. Right. You know, to stand on the high tower to see what's going on. Right. You know, because the brothers read earlier, it's a time with the season and time that we're in today. Right. We're in a time of season of war. Right. You know, it's not time to go find get married, kicking in all that bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not time for that nonsense. You know, it's time to pray. Because evil is coming, man. It's right here around the corner. Right.
I was gonna say too, that's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's the day before your test.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be out drinking?
Right.
Are you gonna be out far away so you're late to your test the next day? No, you're gonna be at home, you're gonna be studying, and you're gonna be getting some rest.
Right.
Just like now, the time is clear, the end days, right? Yeah. So what spirit do we need to be in? We need to be studying. We need to be spiritually discerned,
right?
And you know what I'm saying, spiritually getting that understanding that, you know what I'm saying, because there's gonna be a lot of snares out there.
Right.
Esau's gonna keep putting them traps for us to fall in, but if we get that understanding, we're gonna see right through it,
right.
And we're gonna hop over that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, brother. Because the Most High tells us, YAHAWASHI is telling us to watch for these things to come to pass. You know, what you doing out there, man? You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High ain't gonna catch you last slipping.
Right.
You know, YAHAWASHI will come at deep in the night.
Right.
You know, so he ain't gonna let your ass know he's gonna come.
Hey, no man knows the hour but the Heavenly Father, man.
So do you want to be seen as righteous or unrighteous? You know? Add some more, bro.
Book of Psalms 85 and verse 8.
I will hear what the Most High, the Lord, will speak. For he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly.
Right, don't go with folly, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're for sure, the Mandalorian ain't trying to this folly, man. They staying and plugged in to what's the Most High YAHAWASHI, you know? And what's going on around the world today, you know? So we're the spiritual weathermen out here, you know? The 144 channel news, and breaking news, you know?
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 35. Just talking about the snares we were just talking about, right? Because you know what I'm saying, you gotta have the understanding so you could actually see that that is a snare. You know what I'm saying? Like the example we were saying, if you know there's a test the next day, you ain't gonna put yourself in a position where you're gonna be far away so you're late. Or you ain't gonna put yourself in a position where you're drunk and you're waking up late. Because where you gonna miss the test? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing here, right? We know that the Most High is coming back. What are we not gonna study? Are we not going to read? Are we not going to prepare ourselves? Are we not going to rehearse a righteous act? Or are we going to face some filthy? Because without reading and without serving them, we're going to be out here filthy, man, just as filthy rats, because we'll be dwelling in our vomit.
Right.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell in the face of the whole earth. So it's gonna be snares out here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be spiritually, you gotta have that spiritual understanding so you can actually see through that, right? And spiritually aware. And what you gotta watch. You gotta be you gotta have your you gotta be aware. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be vigilant because the adversary, the devil, is coming to get you, man. It's coming, as one right, it's coming to devour you. But if you're not vigilant, you don't got a spirit to see what's going on. If you got the spirit to discern that, you're not gonna know that. You're not gonna know when Satan's trying to get you. Right. You know, you're gonna keep on going with the flow with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to root that demon off because you can't even see the demon that's on you.
Right. For as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the earth. So you know it's coming. So what you gotta do, you gotta prepare for that, right? So this verse 36, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you by reading, by praying, by actually preparing yourself, you know what I'm saying, you'll be counted worthy. You know what I'm saying? You only be counted worthy if you actually go out there and try. Right. You ain't gonna be worthy if you know the truth and what you're doing. You at the house kick back. You ain't gonna be accounted worthy then. You feel me? You can only be accounted worthy if you out here doing YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH's works. Right. You know what I'm saying? By making them happy from your actions. You feel me? You'll be accounted worthy to escape all them judgment if you walk in his ways. If you fear YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH and keep his commandments.
You mean counted worthy when you love YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH, but what is love going to do? Not give me a hug or I love the Most High, saying that every day. Nah, man. But the word love according to Scripture going to fearing him and keeping his commandments. I
got a precept for you. This is 2 John chapter 1 verse 6, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
So that's love right there. That's the love of YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH, if you keep his commandments. And what his commandments? Commandments mean to do what he commanded you to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do what he says.
That's right. And this is the commandment, that as we have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
Yeah, you shall walk in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk. You can't just hear this word and not do it. You gotta have faith and works. These are the works right here. Most of y'all told us you're on the highways and byways. You're on the highways and byways. Most of y'all told us to not eat pork. We don't eat pork.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all told us to not do certain things, so we don't do those certain things. You know what I'm saying? We live according to his will.
That's right.
According to his way.
That's right.
And that's trying to be perfect under him. You know what I'm saying? Trying our best.
And it says right here, this is a commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning. So the commandments that Moses brought out there, that's the commandments he talk about. He ain't talk about no 1 or 2 commandments, just love each other. No, that ain't enough. You know, that's that Christian doctrine. Nah, you talking about the 613 laws, statutes, and judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? The dietary laws. You know what I'm saying? All the laws, man. They all work perfectly for the Most High's perfection. That's what separates us from everybody else. You feel me? It's out there for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes us holy, because we were given that. You know?
Exactly.
We were given the law, statutes, and commandments. Everybody else wasn't.
Exactly. You know? And what? He made a difference between the Egyptians and the Jews and Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what kept us different from everybody else. We ain't all the same people, man. We all bleed red, man. That's phony.
there's a difference in the spirit, man. That's why it's called the Holy Spirit. Because our spirit is separate from everybody else's spirit. Our spirit ain't like this hand-like spirit. They can't do things that they can do. You know what I'm saying? They can't dance. They're doing some bug out dance. You know what I'm saying? They can.
The up down, the up down with the spirit, like the apostle said.
Right.
The up down with the spirit, you know.
They gotta get blessed to the left hand side. If they want to acquire some type of miracle, they gotta call on Satan. You know what I'm saying? Call on demons.
I was gonna say too, what makes us different because when we start eating pork, it actually harms us. You know what I'm saying? But when you Edomites and you heathens eat pork, y'all live forever. But when we eat it, we slowly
deteriorate.
Exactly.
And why is that? Because that's not in our dietary law.
Exactly.
Like
It's not for us.
We are clean people. Holy people.
And what, when we commit adultery or commit crimes, this and that, we get judged the most.
Yeah.
Because we're not supposed to be doing that. That's why we separate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when y'all do it, y'all get away all day long.
Right. That's why Esau made his kingdom like that. It's to put hell on us. Because they know if we don't tell them the law, statutes, commandments, YAHAWASHI Thawadah, we're going to continually go off. We're going to destroy ourselves.
Right.
Why? Because we don't know the law, statutes, commandments, YAHAWASHI Thawadah. That's why people are fucked up in these days, man. People got an evil eye towards your brother. Every day, another brother shooting another brother up. Why? They don't even know YAHAWASHI Thawadah. So they can't have love towards your brother. They don't got love towards YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 48, verse 10. Cursed be he that does the work of the Lord Yahweh deceitfully.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit more about my accent. You know what I'm saying? You're cursed, man. You know what I'm saying? If you do the work deceitfully. What's that mean? It's slacking. You know, like the brother just going into earlier how he's doing the test. Like, you know, I got a big test coming up.
You didn't never study for it.
You ain't doing that test for your work. You know, at school, the teacher say, all right, we got tests, major tests on Thursday. You know, I want y'all to be ready and do y'all tests. You know, and then when you deceitfully, like slacking, like I ain't doing that test, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just guessing. I'm just going to guess.
Circle, whatever.
Yeah, whatever's there. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good. Right, it sounds good. It sounds right.
It sounds close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. You know, hey, you know, that's just like that. You know what I mean? If you want to pass your test, you gotta study.
You gotta actually study.
You gotta sit there and read and study. You gotta go into word by word.
Hey, same thing here too, right? Because if we don't study, we're not gonna know the name. If we don't study, we're not gonna know the times. We're not gonna know the signs. We're not gonna know anything. We're not gonna know what not to eat, what to eat. You know what I'm saying, what to do and you know what I'm saying, how to treat each other.
Right.
We're not gonna know any of that if we don't study.
Right.
That's why I said study, show thyself approved.
That's right, because you want to get you want to be like a sharp pencil, man. You know what I'm saying? It's true.
Point.
Sharp sword.
Point, yeah,
point
well,
Dexter.
that's when I think about school. You know, yeah, a sharp sword. You want your sword to be all rusty and dusty. You know, and dull. You know what I'm saying? Please, that will not cut.
Right.
Nothing. You know?
I got a quick precept for you.
If it's not as gold, man, you can't cut nobody with a scripture. You know,
Right.
like you haven't studied to even cut you. You can't tell nobody nothing.
Right.
It's short as gold.
Yeah.
Right here, the spirit not.
You're pretty much a hypocrite, but because you can't take the thing out of the man's eye if you ain't took it out yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? You pretty much being a hypocrite. If you're still doing something, you telling them other men to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like not studying. How you gonna try to tell them something and you ain't doing it yourself? You feel me?
Right.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved into the Most High, a work of man that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Hey, like I said, study is your proof. You know, that's how you know. You can study.
Right.
Okay, what's the name?
You gotta answer for everything.
Yeah, everything. Okay, I need help on this.
What you think about this? And then you'll be like, oh, that mean that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're able to answer the question.
Right. You know,
Through the scriptures, though.
Yeah.
Because anybody can answer questions. They be like, oh, that means that. Oh, committing adultery, meaning you sleeping with another woman. Nah, you could have more than one wife.
Right.
So the woman that you're sleeping with got to be married. That's adultery.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to study to know what means what.
That's right, brother. And then the brother's going into about how you don't move.
Right.
They say the brother, hey, but it's okay. If you don't know the answer, that's cool. I ain't poor.
Oh, you gonna say I ain't doing shit? I ain't died yet.
I eat chorizo the rest of my life. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, so that's what happens when you study, because you don't have the right answers. You know, it's an answer right in the scripture. You know, one side said don't eat that. Unlawful. It's not good for you. You know, for your body. that's how you know, okay, he been studying, he got the scriptures now, you know. And continuing, it says, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Right, you see that? You know what I'm saying? You curse, man. If you know the Most High give you these answers and you're not sharing what the Most High give you to tell the people, especially the house of Israel, you know, you know what I'm saying?
When you keep your sword from blood, meaning that you don't want to rebuke somebody because you don't want to offend them.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Say the brother right here is sinning, he's eating pork, and I don't want to tell him because I'm gonna hurt his feelings.
Right.
I'll be cursed.
Right.
That's why I said cursing. You do the work deceitfully because you want to pick and choose when you only want to pick and choose when you want to rebuke.
Right.
No, you got to rebuke. You got to reprove and rebuke as soon as you see the sin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you actually saving that man by telling him. That's why I said curses he when you try to pull your sword back from blood.
Yeah, right.
Because it's you know what I'm saying? Why the words are like a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
So when you rebuke him, it cuts him.
But,
You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why curses you don't want to cut him.
Brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Knowing like adultery or whatever they may be.
You don't want to say
You
anything.
don't want to say anything. And, you know,
curses you.
Your sword is drawing back.
Exactly. You don't want to cut him.
You don't want to cut him.
I
with
watch
the
my
sword.
blood off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the quickest.
You don't want to warn him.
Yeah.
He's gonna die because of that.
You're gonna die because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen is that person that right, he's gonna look at you. What can you tell me that, man? You know all this long?
You've been looking dead in my face. That's like your woman cheated and actually caught her at the store with another dude, and I don't tell you, man. Man, that's a sicko.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's a sick dude. That ain't a brother, man.
Yeah,
Right?
hell no.
You know what I'm saying? He doing the work deceitfully.
Right.
Obviously, right? Because you knew better and you didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a whole lot going on too. You know, that's what happens in the world. That people don't want to say nothing because they know that man he's doing something strange to his wife, man. You know, his girlfriend. But yeah, I don't want to say nothing. If I say something, then I'll be a snitch or something like that.
Or you'll be a hater.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You hate it for telling the truth.
Right.
No matter what truth it is, you hate it for telling the truth.
Right.
You're like, no, you just want my woman. That's why you telling me that you want me to leave her so you can get with her. No,
Right.
man, I'm telling you the truth because I'm supposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're my brother and I'm supposed to tell you, man.
Yeah, I'm supposed to tell you what's up, man. Because, you know, so I care, but I don't like what's going on, you know?
I got a scripture to back you brothers up. This is Psalm 119, verse 9. Wherewith shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word. So cleanse our way, you know, according to the word. So, you know, because when something happened, a brother, you know, have to bring that out. That's what we doing, you know, because we know the nation of Israel is sick right now. They those dry bones, and we trying to wake them up. So we trying to cleanse their way according to the word, which is the Bible. Just something to back you brothers up.
Right. Cleanse the way of the word. It's washing the word. Because you feel filthy, you're nasty, right? When you hear the word, it was to cleanse you.
Sanctified him to that.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't all the filthiness, the iniquity that you committed. You hear the word, that means you hear the word, it's washing you. Your flesh and your bones and your soul. So, okay, yeah, I need to do that, man. I need cleansing. You know, when you hear the word, that means you gotta go home and repent and don't do that again. You know? But, you know what I'm saying? But now you know, what I'm saying? Now you know the truth. Now you know you don't supposed to do those iniquities now. You know? Right. Now, you know what I'm saying? But this is rather scripture that, you know what I'm saying? It's woe to you that keep the sword, or keep, you know, the sword, back of the sword from blood. You know, you knew it. What can you say anything, man? You know? Come on. Now you're going to get dealt with. So you have to, when you see something, you have to say something, man. You know? It's not, you know, it's according to the scriptures. You know? So we're telling, you know what I'm saying? We're telling, warning the people, hey, man, you know, the sword is coming. The sword is coming. What's that sword? Esau's going to come, or bring up, because he's going to come with the martial law. You know, because his shit finna go shut down. You know, so we're out here warning the people because we want their blood wash our hands. You know, because we know what's to come. We seen the swords coming. You know, so we want to express it. We want to tell you, what's coming. You know.
Hey, that's lucky. What good is a watchman if you don't let you know?
Right.
He's not keeping watch. What good is a guard dog if a thief broke in your house and he didn't bark at all? You over there passed out. Somebody you get up and somebody right in front of your face with a pistol.
Right.
And you got 5 guard dogs in the back. What good is that dog?
Yeah.
So what good are we for not out here keeping our watch and telling y'all brothers that you going on?
Right.
That's why I said, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. That's why you're supposed to be out here letting y'all know about y'all transgressions.
Right.
But y'all going off, man. We would be no good to Yahawah bahasham Yahushua if you knew the truth and we wasn't out here sharing it.
Yeah.
That's why the brother said we supposed to tell y'all truth and sanctify y'all through that truth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? By the
right.
word.
So what's the point that you know what I'm saying, you're not even watching?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't do nothing with it.
You know, no use.
You know, what the hell?
That's like you having the TV, but the screen don't work. You just sitting back, and you know the whole thing don't even work. What's the point in looking at it? You wasting time.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a car in the driveway, it don't run.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a precept. This is like this is John chapter 18, Slakia, 17 verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to clean these people's mind with the truth, man, with the word. Why? Because obviously everybody out here bugged out, believing whatever they want to believe in,
Right.
thinking that what you're saying is false.
Right.
And when you tell them the truth, they want to, you know what I'm saying? They don't like it.
Right.
So you're supposed to keep hitting them with this truth, and Lord willing, that the truth sanctify them, meaning cleanse them, cleanse their mind, purify their mind, and for them to be able to see what you see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is Slakia. This is John chapter 15 verse 3. Slakia, you bring that out. I got some stuff. Bring that out. Now this is 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you might grow thereby. So the Most High gave us His truth, give us the word, so we could grow. So we're not left out here for destruction, man. The only way you're gonna be able to purify your mind and be clean by the word.
Right.
You got that? That's Salaki. That's why I said be as babes, as newborn babes, designed sincere milk. This word is the milk that we need, man. You gotta start it. That's why I say you gotta be as a child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To inherit the kingdom. Why? Because a child gonna observe everything you teach him.
You're
You gonna listen, exactly.
When you're a child, man, you're more humble.
Exactly.
You're not prideful. You know.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
So everything that you hearing, you learning that. That's what you learning.
You're like an empty bottle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Ever taking liquid. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Ever taking water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, because when the cup is already filled, when you're pouring, it's all spilled out.
Right.
You can't add no more. Just like the OGs, right? That's why sometimes it's hard for an elder or older to get to understand the truth, because they already know too much.
You already too much stuff in their mind.
Exactly.
So now it's contradicting what I already
Exactly.
learned.
They don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you a youngster, you don't know much. Oh, I know this, I know that. That's facts, though.
Right. Yeah.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? It's everything that we teach them is contradicting everything they learn, because they learn from Esau. That's why I say you got to be as a child. You know what I'm saying? This is the milk that you need to grow, man. Without this, you don't got nothing. This is the roadmap. You know what I'm saying? This is the roadmap to out of here. Without this map, you're gonna be down here lost, man. You already been going in circles. You know what I'm saying? Without this map, you're gonna be stuck, man. So
John 15 verse 3. Now we are clean through the word. Yeah, now we are clean through the word, because back then we wouldn't have the word, we didn't have the truth. We was back in the world, man. We was dirty, man. We was filthy. You know what I'm saying? But since we found the elders, apostles, great millstone, we found brothers with the spirit upon them to bring out the word. Now we're clean. You know what I'm saying? Now we're able to do the will of Yahawah bahasham Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Right, so like again, verse 3, now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. So we're clean now through the word that the Most High has spoken unto us. And who's speaking unto us? His servants. Right. You know what I'm saying? Us watching videos, us reading scripture, man. Us hearing his word, that's cleaning us day by day. You know what I'm saying? It's making us sharper. That's sharpening our sword. You know what I'm saying? Purging us from the filth that we had on us, man. But making our mind more straighter toward Yahawah bahasham Yahushua, and taking out the whatever we had back then, the gunk that we had back then in our mind.
that was it on that. I think the brother's grabbing this precept real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you're supposed to strive for the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to fight for this, and the Most High gonna fight for you. You draw nigh to Him, He's gonna draw nigh to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, blessed is he that readeth. You're supposed to be out here studying, man, trying to get this understanding while still out here. Why? Because it's gonna be a famine of the word. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be a famine of water, of food, and all that. But the most important one, the real treasures, is the word, man. Without this, you ain't gonna have nothing. This is gonna be the stability of thy time.
Right. don't got a spirit and power YAHAWASHI outside, man, there's no hope for you.
Exactly.
If we're destined to His word, man, there's no hope for you, man. You're literally gonna have to have spiritual intervention in order to get saved from these times that we're in. This is that we're gonna be scarcely saved out here, man. So if you don't got, if YAHAWASHI outside is not near onto you, you're pretty much hopeless. You're done. That's why I say there's gonna be many more that perish than that be saved. And 141,000, that's a small number.
Right.
So you got to think there's billions and billions of people that are going to be put to death because why? Because they're going to have the wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI outside. They're going to be taken out.
You know what? A lot of you jakes out there that's leaning upon your own understanding, y'all gonna die.
Right.
You lean upon your own heart, talking, I'm gonna take arms, Grandmaster Flash, whatever is Grandmaster what? Jay, Salaki, Grandmaster Jay, he out there taking arms, doing this, doing that. Y'all want to do that because you want to be carnal. Now we spiritual, man. What our weapons are not carnal.
Weapons of warfare is not carnal.
Yeah, but you know,
pulling down strong.
yeah, strongholds. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, it's all about the spirit. Because that's our blessing, man. See, how about Shem Yahushua? It's the spirit, and your blessing is the sword.
And what they say? Let me paraphrase them. They say, "He will pick up the sword, shall perish with the sword."
That's right.
So if you fall in Grandmaster Jay, if you pick up that sword, man,
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die with that sword.
You're gonna die with that same sword you're picking up. Because he said that to Peter.
Right.
Well, Peter sliced off the ear of one of them the high priests, whatever, them guards or something. And what he said, man, put the sword down. Don't do that. Because he that pick up the sword is gonna die by that sword. So you know that ain't our blessing.
Right.
Hey, that's how you know he was a true warrior for Yahawashi though.
Right.
He picked up that sword and sliced the ear off. Like, man, back up.
That's how you know that's what he did. Like, he did for sure.
Yeah, he came back like, well, what'd he do?
What's up, man?
He said, back up.
What's up? Oh, shoot.
He said, what's up? He said, put that thing down. Hey, he said, put that thing down.
Put it down. That's not your blessing. That's not your blessing, man. You don't know how you don't know how to work that thing. So going into these weapons, you know what I'm saying? You pick up the weapon, you're gonna shoot yourself. But through the spirit, you can't shoot yourself with the spirit.
It already happened. Remember dude, he shot with the AR or something, he shot his leg or he shot 3 people or something. Whatever happened.
Just happened when they picked up Jesus.
Oh, they tripping.
So we're not skilled
Hey,
with the
that's
sword, man.
spiritual though, because what it just shows you that's not our blessing.
Right.
Yeah,
We're not skilled with the sword.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're skilled with the wisdom, power, YAHAWASHI outside. If you got spirit upon you, that's what we're skilled in.
That's gonna be our stability at the time. People feel like they could rely on the sword when it's like when all hell breaks loose, but we're gonna rely on His word and the truth. We're gonna rely on the spirit to guide us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all could depend on that sword all you want, but that ain't gonna help us.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone,
That's right.
but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High.
That's right.
So that's how you're gonna live. You're gonna live by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High.
That's gonna be
These
the
scriptures,
stability.
man, that's how you're gonna make it out of here, man. That's how you're gonna live. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna survive out here is following the spirit. You're following the spirit of YAHAWASHI outside, which YAHAWASHI is the volume of this book. So you gotta follow everything these scriptures tell you. This is a map, like the brother pointed out. This is a map. You gotta follow that map. This is your guidance right here.
Without that map, you're gonna be down here lost.
You're gonna be lost. You're gonna fall into a ditch, man. You're gonna see that ditch. You walking. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fall into a ditch. You watch me and look at the map.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say the map is telling you where all the ditches are, where all the you know what I'm saying, the quicksand, all the false pavement. You know that map is telling you all that. You know what I'm saying? The map is telling you, watch, because that's going to be Satan, because Satan comes in every shape and form.
The map telling you what to avoid and what not to avoid, what to go into. You know what I'm saying? The things to do. You know, it tells you everything.
That's right.
This is the book of life right here. This is how we're going to receive that eternal life through these scriptures.
Done.
You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Yeah, so wisdom and knowledge is not just any old, not take the wisdom of this world is foolish. You know what I'm saying? But the wisdom of YAHAWASHI outside, that's how we get stability. That's how we're going to be stable. So you got this, you ain't got too much to worry about. But they say somebody's gonna be a martyr, but hey, you're gonna be back on the chariot.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're dying for YAHAWASHI outside. That's what died for you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't worry about it. You know, I might get sent to jail. I might get a guillotine. Hey, count that as all joy.
Too, and I was gonna say, and if you die as a martyr, you know that 1,000 years for us is only a day to the Heavenly Father. So when you die, you literally gonna come right back down.
Right.
Because this place don't got no more than a year left, man, if that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So hey, you're gonna be right back down because what our lifetime is is slow compared to y'all. Y'all, as a blink of an eye, this place gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? So what they said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, right? That's what's gonna keep us stable, and strength of salvation.
So that's gonna be the strength of our salvation right there.
It's wisdom.
The wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI Thawadah, not wisdom and knowledge. Not wisdom and knowledge of Buddha, not wisdom and knowledge in Egypt God. That's what you got to worship. Or not in yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI. You gotta lean on YAHAWASHI Thawadah. Hope and have faith that he can lead you to this place. Hope that he can give you that wisdom and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You can't make it by yourself. You can't make it with your own knowledge, with your own understanding. You know?
The fear of the most, like the fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
The fear, there you go that fear word again. The fear of the Most High, that's a treasure right there. And with what that's love. That's how you love YAHAWASHI Thawadah by fear. The Most High don't want you this. He wants you to fear. He wants you to be terrified of him. Not scared of him, but fear him. You know what I'm saying? Fear, if you don't do what he said, fear doesn't mean recompense for that. Fear doesn't be a judgment for that. You know what I'm saying? That's how he wants you to fear him. You know what I'm saying? And that if you fear YAHAWASHI Thawadah, that's a treasure for you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna deal with you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be near you. He'll be like altar.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober.
So the Most High say you gotta be sober. You gotta be sober-minded. You gotta be clear in the head. You can't be out here drunk other doctrines. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here messed up in the head. You gotta be clear. You gotta be vigilant. You gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be sober in the state of YAHAWASHI Thawadah. Like I just said, you gotta be vigilant out here, man.
Gotta be in the spirit, not in the flesh.
You gotta be in the spirit. You can't feel the flesh. Because you're in the flesh, that means you're not vigilant. You're not being sober.
Right.
You're drunk.
That's right. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil,
and vigilant is going into watching. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be vigilant. You gotta watch for what's going on. Watch for the signs. Satan is coming out here to try to devour you. Right. And if you don't see Satan coming, man, he's going to devour you. He's going to sick you. You know what I'm saying? Without you even noticing. You got to be vigilant so you can be able to discern when Satan's coming. When he's throwing them fiery darts at you, so you can get that shield and block it. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, too, what they say, let's say get an advantage of us, but we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, be sober, be vigilant, meaning get the understanding, be aware. Because, you know what I'm saying, if you don't do that, Satan will get advantage of us. And we're not going to understand his devices. And we're going to be getting hit, and we're going to get hit and get lit up left and right. Not knowing why. That's why it says study. That's why it said, you know what I'm saying, read. So you know what to do. And what they say, put on the whole armor of the Most High. Right? So I can do that, right? That's fact.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about.
That's a roaring lion. You know what I'm saying? What does the lion do when he roars? He wants to devour. He wants to kill. So that's how Satan's coming. He wants to kill you. He wants to take you for your crown. You know what I'm saying? He wants to spiritually devour you and take you out of the truth and put you back where you was. And that's death. Back then we was dead, man. But when the spirit's upon you quickly, you're back to life. But the Satan wants to actually kill you, man. Kill that spirit. Put you back in that dead state. Put you back where you were before.
So the spirit quickens, the flesh profited nothing.
Right.
So it's the quicken. When it say quicken, it means bring back alive. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Now that we got the spirit, we got the understanding, we alive. Like the brother said, you know what I'm saying? Without it, what Satan trying to do? He's trying to knock us off the truth so we could be back dead.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy. That's beautiful, brother.
Seeking whom he may devour.
Seeking whom he may devour. So Satan's going to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. And he's definitely going to seek the ones who are not all the way in it. Who don't got their sword sharpened. They won't know how to rebuke Satan. They won't know how to get him out of his mind. They'll start vibing with Satan. Oh, what's up, Satan? Welcome in, welcome back.
And you know what?
You got to talk to the old man.
Right.
If you don't talk to the old man, he's going to linger in you, and he's going to, whatever Satan come at you, you're going to be with it.
You're going to be overtook.
Yeah, you're going to be overtook by it.
You know, okay. I was going to say to him, what? Saying, you know what I'm saying? He's a devil, right? He's a deceiver. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he knows what you want. He studies you. As much as he studies these scriptures, he studies everybody as well. He knows the scriptures and he studies you. He knows what you want. Right. So if you out here, you got a lust for women and you got a lust for money, whatever it might be, he gonna use that against you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be ready, man, at all times. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to hop over them snares.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Miss them traps.
They're not gonna stop until the complete end.
Right.
You know, until you on them chariots. Or willing that we do be on those chariots. I got one more verse up right. Continuing on, who resisteth steadfast in the faith.
That's right. You gotta stand steadfast in the faith. You gotta be as a root planted to the ground. If you go to a tree, man, you can't push a tree down. Why? Because it's strongly rooted. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta be. We gotta be unmovable in this thing. You can't. If Satan come at us, you gotta be able to block it off. You get out of here.
Right.
We can't feel us the type of way when Satan comes to us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know. Okay, it's only a test. You know what I'm saying? YAHAWASHI Thawadah testing me right now, and you gotta pass that test.
I was gonna say, really too, you gotta appreciate that. Why? Because he felt that you was worthy enough to be a threat.
Yep.
If he out there messing with you, he felt you being a threat.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? You should be happy, really. Now you just gotta endure. Why? Because the Most High is actually dealing with you.
Right.
Once you start going through afflictions, you know what I'm saying? You know the Most High dealing with you.
So that's when you gotta lean upon YAHAWASHI. When you're going through, you gotta lean upon YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
Even more.
Fall out of Him. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Pray to Him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're delivered from that situation. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta let you know you gotta help my brother. That's the only way you're gonna be delivered. You know, there's no other way. You can't deliver yourself out. Your brother can't deliver you. You know, your woman, your mama, your sister, whoever. You know, only person that can deliver you. You know, that's why it says be steadfast in the faith. You know,
Huh?
knowing.
So Rush, they said what's going on here. We're trying to figure out what Jake was doing. And you see us with the Bible, man.
So, we like Hispanics, you know what I'm saying?
They're not used to seeing us gathered together.
I would make me a marvel.
Look at them.
What y'all doing?
They thought we could pass some bodies and stuff like that.
See that, man? That's a blessing, brothers, because they're in darkness, man.
Yeah.
The Most High bless them with the light.
They can't see what's going on.
They don't know what the hell is happening, man.
Isaiah 6.
Man, you see, but here you got this the news, what's going on. You got COVID-19 on the rise, and then you got the vaccines on the rise, and you got the elections coming up. You know what I'm saying? Civil war's coming up. World War III is happening right now. And the famine's happening. All this shit is happening. What's going on? What's happening? Man, what's up? Man, it's a blessing for us to have the eyesight, to have the light, you know, have the flashlight in the darkness to see what's going on. But these people out here, they're in darkness, man. They don't know what is happening, man.
They do.
Man, brother, when the Most High laid the final hammer on the judgment here on earth, everybody's gonna be fucked up here, man.
Right.
Man, every knee gonna bow, man.
Man.
Right? That's what it's about, man.
These people there's a rude awakening for these dudes, man.
Yeah.
Right here, man. They got the rude awakening, man. They're like, what the fuck is happening? You know, what's going on? Damn. Stupid ass people, man. People is crazy as hell. What the fuck you mean what's going on? What the hell? You see what's going on? If you don't see it on the corner mindset, man, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant for you, man.
They're not gonna get it anyway. They're probably Iranian, Pakistani, one of them.
They look like Russians.
Yeah,
Hey man, we all name different shit, no matter what they heathens, man.
Slavery.
Yeah, they go to slavery. That's all that matters, man. This ain't for you. That's why they gonna say, what is this? You can't see.
Motherfucker, I would